Warning, the following video contains terrible lip syncing, unsteady camera, static audio, captions that will make you hurl and overall destroy your view of me being a decent editor. Watch at your own risk.
Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you.
그래요 난 사랑해 언제나 믿어줘요.
What song you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road. Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
White. What does it mean to be white? Well, you had to have rights and you had to have things that the colors did not. Now consider this. Were the Irish considered white? We believe as a group that the Irish were not considered white.
One reason we believe this is the Irish's jobs were not considered white. The Irish were called white slaves. They were given hard labor, as the black slaves were too valuable to be given the hard labor. This is why we believe as a group the Irish were not considered white.
When people spoke about the Irish, it was often racist. The Irish were often referred to as Negroes turned inside out and Negroes as smoked Irish. A famous quip of the time, said by a black man, went a little something like this. My master is a great tyrant. He treats me like a common Irishman. Irishmen and black men would compete to have a job. This is why we believe as a group the Irish were not considered white.
When people described an Irish woman, they spoke of an ugly, violent, heavy-set savage, whilst the women considered white were seen as dainty and pretty. Now listen here, we said the white women were thought of as dainty and pretty, but what of the Irish? Frederick Burr Opper drew a cartoon showing an Irish woman shaking her fist in anger at a white woman. This is why we believe as a group the Irish were not considered white.
Some people think that the Irish were indeed considered white because their skin tone is pale like Americans. But we believe the Irish were not considered white because they were forced to do difficult labor as the blacks were considered too valuable to lose. People spoke of them badly, even the blacks. They could not choose if they were considered white or not. The Americans and blacks chose for them. Therefore, the Irish were not considered white. This is why we believe as a group the Irish were not considered white.
Sorry, it was a little
Yeah, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Do it.
Jefferson. Jefferson, Jefferson, we go jingle, jingle, Jefferson. Oh my god. Jefferson, Jefferson, we don't see no nigga. Only hang sung màu khi cầm. It goes if I'm